All right, here we are at the 2019 District 1 Dual Finals. Council Rock South, our number 1 seed, going against Springford, the number 2 seed, just as we seeded them, Jonesy.
Looking good.
Dave Jones joining me here, the head coach from Upper Dublin High School, who's hosting the event today. And we're going to be starting here at 132 pounds. Our draw was at 126 this morning. So it looks like LJ Khan coming out for CR South. Khan coming in at 24-10 on the season.
Kim Smith calling the calls.
He's been wrestling at 138 most of the year, but now down at 132 here with the 4-pound allowance in this dual meet tournament. He's wrestling Alex Johns, as Coach Jones said, from Springford. Johns comes in with not a whole lot of matches, but he's got 20 matches under his belt at 14-6, so 2 winning wrestlers at it, but Khan gets the first takedown.
This is not the first time these two have wrestled.
Changing the bands on us, Mike, so going to make Council Rock the visitors. I don't understand that. They are the home team, being the number 1 seed, but we'll do what Kim Smith tells us to do because he is the guy in District 1. In fact, these are 2 of the best guys in District 1 with the stripes on, Mark Marino and Kim Smith. And Khan looking for a tilt here, Jonesy.
Yeah,
looks like he's got it. Count.
He's got it, yep. He's holding 2, he's holding 2.
So 2 more for Khan, makes it 4-0 here. A minute gone by in this first period. And this is a Council Rock South team that's already defeated this Springford team rather handily, but Springford rested some guys in that match, taking that bar up into a potentially dangerous. So I don't expect a different score, to be honest with you. I expect different guys in the lineup for Springford, but this is a Council Rock South team that is just, somewhat above the rest of the field in District 1, and we've kind of come, used to it, and that's kind of scary for District 1, but at the same time, this is what we try to emulate with this Council Rock South team, is to be the best. It's like Khan looking for more with this reinforced bar tilt.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they are a consistent team. Not too flashy up top. They just get the job done.
Yeah, the middle of their lineup is solid every year, but down low is where they do their damage. And, no surprise with Trap McCormick and, Bradstone and Perry being lightweight state champions themselves. So 4-0 after 1, Khan leading. The other thing is, this Council Rock South team, the Golden Hawks, they're the 2-time defending District Dual, champions here in District 1. So no surprise, it's a packed team they're wrestling. It could have been Boyertown or O&J at this point as we look, behind us. O&J and Boyertown have stamped their tickets to go to Hershey should they get through their first rounds on Monday. Clearly, the number 4 team has an easier matchup with District 12 too, and we know that the 3 goes against District 3's number 3 on the road. So a bigger challenge to the consolation bout winner, but nonetheless, both good opportunities for all 4 of our District 1 teams to be in the big event. Khan just tilting Johns to death here.
Another 3.
3 more is going to make it 10-zip, Jonesy here. Yep. Not even halfway through the match. Right back to it. He releases, gets another count. And Khan is just workmanlike on top here. He releases one more time. We go out of bounds. And we're on the other Who's number 1 mat here, Mike. And beautiful mats here, donated by Flo. Joe Stabilito and Dave Jones putting this together along with their athletic director and all the parents from Upper Dublin Wrestling, doing a great job hosting this annual event here at Upper Dublin. I don't see it going anywhere anytime soon unless Upper Dublin pulls the plug on us.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon.
So there's 2 takedown for Khan. making it 15-1. He only needs
Here comes the tilt, coach.
2 to end this thing. I got to go to the monitor here and take a peek. So he's trying to dig that half, that punch through. Gets it. This could be lights out, too.
That's it. Convincing, very convincing win.
No backs. No backs.
Oh, boy.
No, maybe the camera was a bad angle there, but 2 points are not awarded, assuming that the shoulder exposure area was a little too high off the mat for Kim Smith's liking to award the 2. So we're going to go into the third, 15-1 now with Kahn leading. He's going to work that half. I think he wants to fall now. Knows he can get it. And Johns is just doing everything he can to survive.
All right.
Gets to his feet. And so a takedown here ends it unless we go feet to back. Kahn looking for a mixer maybe.
He's going to go back around.
Yeah, he's going to come back around. There's the 2. So there's the tech ball. 17-2 quickly here. Council Rock out on top, 5-0 with the tech ball. So now we see Council Rock South making a lineup change here. Jack McGill coming out for Springford, one of their top level guys here for the Rams. And like I said, a change in the lineup with Landon Moore wrestling at 138 pounds for South. And Gill's off to a quick start with a takedown. Again, this match favors Springford with Moore filling in. Going to see Brad Still and Perry probably extend his lineup in the middle to get it up into those upper weights. You know, like we talked about, right? You know, they just kind of, if they have a weak spot, traditionally it's those upper weight classes. But Moore does a good job here scoring the point, but Gill just a little throw by there. Jonesy on the edge and gets 2 more. I really like McGill. He's won some big matches for the Rams this year.
Nice. He's shutting them down pretty well here, Coach.
Yeah, McGill's our number 4 ranked wrestler at this weight class. 26-4 record. Landon Moore comes in. I don't think he has any matches this season to date. Mike's surprised, but I am accurate with my statistics.
A strategic move by Brad.
Yep.
See if it pays off up the line.
Yeah, and this is what he does, you know, and you got to get these guys experience here because he may be using these guys up in Hershey, and, you know, you have to do that to, you know, fill your holes and fill your lineup and get matchups that you want against some of the big boys like Cannon Mac and, you know, I'm not even going to mention the Lehigh Valley teams. They're only going to get 3 of those 4 powerhouses up there. I don't know who they're going to be. 2, sorry. Mike's correcting me. 2 out of those 4, you know, between Becca and Liberty alone. Throw in Nazareth and Northampton. And somebody else may even be in there. So, McGill workman-like 6-1 after 1. He defers to Moore. Moore goes on top. Why not try that position?
Well, he's coming right out of there for sure.
Yeah, McGill comes right up to his stance. Nice return by Moore, though. Coming in with a nice crossface, trying to slow down McGill. McGill back to the post up. He's up. Little switch.
Yep, very
little
nice.
Standing switch, Jonesy. Classic.
Very nice. Threw a cradle on.
Yeah, and he's over there. And that green area, the out of bounds is the outer edge of that freestyle area.
Not going to see much passivity in this match, Coach.
No. We have an interesting dynamic here in the gym with the stands. If you look up to your left there, you know, the stands are kind of empty because we have our Council Rock South fans on the right, and we have the Springford fans to the left, and then behind us, everyone else is in the other bleacher watching the AA and the third place match here in AAA. So it is crowded in this gym. It's just on the other side behind us. Gil's got a tight half here with Moore on his knees. Now he pinches that other arm and traps it on the edge. This is lights out. Big trouble here for Moore. Really got a good bridge, and Marino calls the fall there.
Welcome to the district duels.
Yep. McGill gets his fall, and they jump out into a 6-5 lead, the Rams do, and that may be very short-lived, Jonesy. Here comes Eric Woolishin for Council Rock South. Woolishin comes in with an impressive 24-8 record. He's our number 4 guy here at this weight class. Returning state qualifier for the Golden Hawks. He did not medal, and he's going to wrestle Zach Needles from Springford. Needles, a utility guy last year, and this year solidified himself in the lineup at 19-9, and Woolishin gets a quick takedown, makes it 2-0. And again, you look at this Council Rock South team, they have 7 returning state qualifiers, and start of the season, Brad Stone Perry wasn't happy with the 7 state qualifiers because out of the 7, there was only 1 medalist. So, you know, that's a high standard there at South, and kind of tells me the kind of work ethic these guys have and the hunger they have when they get to Hershey. So
they've been on a mission this year, Coach, for sure.
Absolutely. Wilson in deep again on Needles. And Needles has no answer to these leg attacks by Wilson. He's got a little whizzer in, but just kind of over the head. And Wilson's coming back out. He could get some backs here if Needles isn't careful.
Right there.
Still haven't given control. Smith kind of waving it off, still
holding on to that foot.
Yep. Good little scramble here by Needles. May get a stalemate. Now Wilson's looking for like the cradle. He's got to be careful himself. Needles coming out around. This could be 2 coming to Needles. See how this finishes. They got plenty of room on the edge there, Jonesy.
They have traded feet.
They have traded positions. Actually, now Wilson's on the funk roll, and his leg was really extended across Needles' chest. And Kim Smith did the right thing and stopped that. Potentially dangerous. Could have very well been a stalemate as well. Either or. So Needles kind of getting some life after that scramble, Dave. Nice duck on her by Woolishin, but Needles steps right out of it. Goes back to a little drag through. And again, Needles scrambles, but two to Woolishin.
Very technically sound.
Yeah, Woolishin really keeps position well. He's really come a long way. You know, if you look at this state bracket, which I hope I have in front of me, Mike gave it to me earlier, you have the number 2 team here, which most likely will be Springford. Don't want to speculate too much, but they will head out to Hershey, and they'll have to go up against that Erie Cathedral Prep. Have already claimed the District 10 title.
There's some trouble.
Yeah, Woolishin again.
There it is.
Working some legs. Now just kind of gets a little roll through from Needles. No backs awarded. 7-1 still the score. You know, and the surprise to me, you know, the entire Council Rock South trio of lightweights all made the drop not too long ago with Waterman going to 6. And, you know, that's going to help them up at the up at the state duels because that's where they're going to have to win those matches. And I think they have a little bit of flexibility having Gavin Keeney in there. So insert him at any of those weight classes. So another takedown by Woolshin on a slick duck under. Makes it 9-2. 45 to go here in the second. Woolshin working on a major.
Looking for that cradle. Not there.
Needles gets another escape. So 9-3, another takedown here. Make it a major as we would head into the third, 30 seconds to go. Oh, another disappearing act by Woolshin. No answer by Needles this time. And Woolshin's got the cradle locked up. Big trouble for Needles now. Plenty of time here with 15 seconds to go, but Woolshin lost it. Now he goes to this Volrath cradle, made famous by Billy Volrath from Hapro Horsham. Incorporate into this Golden Hawk arsenal, and Needles gets out of there. Saved by the buzzer, big time. Woolshin dominant right now over Zach Needles, and somewhat of a surprise, Mike. Mike can't talk, but he knows what I'm talking about.
Well, Eric's been extremely aggressive on his feet, and he's just dominated.
Yeah, Mike and I have not seen Springford wrestle this year, so. Yeah, Woolshin, really, imposing his will and taking what he wants. I mean, fabulous on his feet and just even better on top.
Well, as you know, if you can take guys down, turn them, you're going to win a match.
Yep,
win lots of matches.
And that's the new college style now is scoring backs. Takedowns are exciting, but back points are awesome. So you've seen the sport grow and change a little bit with back points meaning more and more. So I think high school wrestlers know that you need to be able to ride on top to make it to the next level and transition to the collegiate style. Needles gets out again, but it's just kind of a gift from Woolshin. Needles does good countering that little dump attempt by Woolshin.
All right. See if he does another one of those duck unders. I think he's hit 3 of them so far.
Yep. And, Needles has to protect. You can't get taken down 4 times with the same move. If Joe Youngblood was here, he'd be saying the same thing. And Joe's right. I mean, you got to figure that out.
Tried it.
He ducked and came back to the leg attack on the other side, Dave. Excellent work. Now he's going to go to this Austin Carter little move if he can. It's not there. He's going to keep trying to step over, cover hips for his 2. Needles thinks he might have the advantage, and he does. He might have a tilt of his own right here. You got good work by Woolshin there because Needles was looking for some backs with that tilt. Coach Dylan Perry wants the points here.
Kim's right on it, though. He's right on it.
Coach Brad Dylan Perry on the mat. Looks like he's ready to go. I don't know if he can take me with that sweater on, though, Jones.
He looks better than you today, though, Coach.
Yeah, I'm much bigger than him. So Woolshin just gets it done with hard work. Gets the major 14-4, extends that. Well, shouldn't say extends. Council Rock South grabs the lead back. It's now 9-6.
And I think Council Rock South is going to get technical here and start grinding.
Dirk Nugent coming out for Springford, and not sure here with Council Rock. This is Cole Flanagan. And unfortunately for Dirk Nugent, he's wrestled just about the best guys in District 1 week in and week out, and still has a decent record at 20-10. And he's wrestling Cole Flanagan, our number 5 ranked guy here, only a junior at 23-8 for the Golden Hawks. So pretty good matchup here, Jonesy, with Dirk Nugent and Cole Flanagan.
Oh, we got some blood out there, Coach.
Got a little blood stoppage here, and
it's a good one.
got blood all over the mat.
Looks like your nose when it used to bleed back in the day.
Yeah. Dirk Nugent's dad is the principal at Springford, former wrestling coach, longtime wrestling coach at Springford. And Tim Seivelov's been at the helm for many, many years, probably one of the longest tenured guys right now here in these duels.
Yeah, he's having fun.
He's always trying to get me to come up and be his assistant now that I've stepped away. And if I was closer, I'd probably jump in and be a part of that program. I like winning programs, Jonesy.
Yeah, they've been.
Yeah, they're just solid. I mean,
yeah, they're solid year in and year out.
And we talk about this all the time. Nothing against Upper Dublin and Happer Horsham kids, but there's a toughness that you can't teach and breed. And these Springford kids, they take it to the mat, and so Tim doesn't have to worry about the toughness and the desire and the work ethic. And sometimes down here we have to do that to keep our kids with an edge, and they kind of come into it with an edge.
Yep.
Nugent, busy hands. I like it. He's got to move forward, though. Flanagan's kind of been the pursuer here. Flanagan going with South going with the championship black singlets, Mike.
Nugent's trying to neutralize him.
Yeah, Nugent's sneaky. He's sneaky quick, so Flanagan's got to stay on guard.
Yep.
There he is on a leg. He's not deep enough, though, and Flanagan's kind of digging in and underhook the counter. Nugent's got to readjust here, get himself back in decent shape. Oop, Flanagan scoots behind on the edge here. Marino letting it play out. And they go out.
Staying square. Trying to keep them out front.
And good. I like Marino letting it go all the way until they get out. So.
And you'll have no complaints with the.
Yeah, well, the District 3 guys are going to be calling it on us all day long out there. Nice dump attempt. Flanagan counters with his own little maneuver, and now he spins behind. That's 2 for Flanagan. Nugent gives it up on the edge, and 2-0 lead now for Flanagan. Nugent's frustrated.
Council Rock's so good at stuffing and getting behind.
Oh, yeah, their counter offense is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And again, being in their room, during workouts and practices over the years, I mean, we've had that luxury. Brad's allowed the Hatters to come up when we need to come up, and, it's a lot of, shot, reshot, counter offense, and seeing it paying dividends right here with Cole Flanagan right now. And I don't think it's any different in any other room, around District 1 or around the state, but it's a matter of how much you actually put it into your practice and you work it and then incorporate it into your live drilling.
Throwing the boots right in there.
Yep, good work there on that reversal by Flanagan, now opening up a 4-0 lead. Still 1:45, a lot of time in this period, so Nugent's got to get moving off the bottom or Flanagan's going to, go to work. Flanagan trying to dig an arm out here.
He's trying to get his own arms out.
Yeah, good hand fighting by Nugent down below, but kind of like MMA, you don't really want to be there. As much as those guys can counter from the bottom, I don't know how to do it facing forward. That's why I'm sitting over here, Jonesy.
Well, you're old, Coach. That's the other problem.
Yeah, so Flanagan trying to pin this arm on the back, trying to chew it up out front, trying to really dig it out. I mean, Nugent's got a really hand fight here. Now he lost the other arm, so.
He's working the head hard.
He is. Now he's crunching the head. He's got that leg scoop, too. Cradle's not there. Nugent identifies that, but he's in big trouble down here. He's getting pounded on.
Oh, nice crossface.
Flanagan taking a peek at the clock. Stalling warning called now on Nugent. And like I said, he's got to get moving, not only to not give up another stall, but because he's getting pounded on top.
He is getting pounded. That's no fun being down there.
No, it's not. And, Flanagan's got those little sneaky legs kind of hooked in and just really torquing the midsection.
Another warning's going to be coming shortly.
Yeah, well, Flanagan's got to get to work now, too. So time runs out here in the second. So 4-0 now, and 4-0 on the scoreboard, but it's a lot more out there on the mat right now with Flanagan in the lead. And Nugent's got to go down again, and you just saw what happened from the bottom position. So he's got to get moving, and Flanagan's got to find a way to score. He's going to get called for stalling, too, if he rides parallel. Digging in a claw there. Trying to put his knee in the back. That's no fun either.
He's riding him heavy, for sure.
Now he comes back with a crossface. So Flanagan really working hard to get an opening here to see if he can put something in. Some sort of pinning combination, or at least something to score some backs.
Nugent can't base up. He just hasn't been able to base up.
Yeah, and it's really not his fault. I mean, like I said, Flanagan's got these sneaky parallel legs and just torquing across the core of Nugent. But I don't know. I'd do one of these, the old double.
I don't know, man. It's not like he's not working on top.
Got to get out to the side. That's the rule book says get out to the side.
He's out to the side now. Well, no.
That's on Nugent. So I will not be going into the stripes. Dave Jones will next year when. Wait, he's not retiring yet. He's going to have more wins than Ralph Wetzel when this thing's done.
I'm going to retire very peacefully without any stripes.
So now he's got the scoop going. Flanagan does. He's got that point for the stalling call on Nugent. Time ticking away, and Flanagan just digging up on top. And
yeah, just dominant. It's a lot of effort for 5 points.
It is, but Nugent is a quality wrestler himself, and this is one of those matches where you're going to see some of these bouts like this, and there are two real good guys out on the mat.
Just telling him who's boss.
Yep. Flanagan 5-0 on the scoreboard. Makes it 12-6. So Council Rock South has Springford doubled up, but one fall changes that. So I believe this is Matt Colagezzi for South, the freshman phenom. And
Gavin Hartman
out for Springford. Hartman coming in at just 5-8, so somewhat inexperienced wrestler out for the Rams. And Colagezzi, hope I'm saying that right. I think I probably am saying it wrong, but I don't know. Has just had a great season so far as a freshman, racking up 27 wins at this point. He's our number 4 guy in our rankings here at PAWrestling.com in District 1. In fact, the majority of these Council Rock South wrestlers are ranked in the top 5.
And rightfully so. They've had a hell of a season.
We have 4 guys ranked on the Springford team. I just call him by his first name.
Kim awards it too?
Yep, Shoe given right there, and they're talking about it. Kim Smith will never wave off too, though.
Let's see.
Good conversation. Yep. Told you. He just gave Marino the same look he would have given me in the bench. Am I right?
You're absolutely correct. That was a short conversation.
Oh, yeah. But good, though. Good for the sport to have the two best out here for our AAA finals.
He would have given you a point.
So Collegetti, he's sinking in these, sneaky little legs. They're just hooks, with the toes in the back of the calves and the knees on the thighs, and working from this parallel ride. They try and capture an arm and then look for something secure. Now he's stepping in with double boots
again.
Yep, this is where he's going to do his damage here later in the match if he chooses to.
Little power half coming.
Power coming. Only 5 to go in this period, so lucky for Hartman, the period ends.
Council Rock's been impressive on top. They are wearing their guys down hard.
I see a young Martaccio over on the bench coaching for Council Rock South with a bunch of other dignitaries. Now he's trying to get this tilt. See if he comes back with the power. That's what he wants.
Hartman's toughing it out, though.
Yeah, Hartman's job here is to stay off his back. Yeah, this midsection torque that Council Rock South is getting is just, wearing these guys out. Now he's digging a cross face in, raking the face.
Trying to get to that arm.
Good wrist control, though, by Hartman. Oh, he goes right back to it.
And that is brutal defend. That is no fun.
Now he's just trying to stretch him out here and get some backs.
There it is.
Yeah,
right there.
It looks like it's almost in criteria. Either way, it's uncomfortable.
Oh, right.
Wants him off the throat. Kim Smith with the, he'll let you know by tapping your arm that you got to get off his throat. That's one of Kim's big things, and it is in the rule book. And, Kim sticks to that call literally because he doesn't want to see anyone getting injured on the throat area.
He's also giving the top guy the opportunity to do the move.
Yep, and correct himself.
Yep. A lot of referees just stop it.
Yep, no, nothing there for Collegetti. Someone's going to have to correct me on that saying. Maybe this is the last time we call a match with Council Rock South. That might be good now. Well, I'll see this kid at regionals. I'll be done.
All right, again, a lot of work, little points.
Saying he bit him. Oh, I thought he said he bit him. Little blood. So we have blood stoppage. Going to be on.
I guess we don't know who's bleeding.
Somebody's bleeding. So it is blood red. So let's talk a little bit more about what's going on behind us right now. It looks like Faith Christian is out to a 27-18 lead in the AA finals on Bishop McDevitt. Owen J. Roberts is putting it on Boyertown 23-0 in the back corner mat. Not sure what's going on there, other than Owen J. is on a mission after dropping that narrow defeat last night to Springford.
That was a great match.
Yeah, it had everything too. So no change there at the buzzer. But I'll tell you what, Hartman's doing a decent job against this freshman from Council Rock South who, there's big expectations for him. And Hartman's doing his job.
Yep.
Again, he did drop down from 170. I'm not sure if the weight loss, is affecting him right now, but I'm sure he'll settle into the weight class. It's been a couple weeks since he's dropped.
On the boots end.
Hartman returning the favor on top.
Yeah.
Coming with a cross face himself.
Council Rock guys base out very well.
Yeah, now He's out. So 4-0 now for Kulajizi. Jezzy, however you say it. 3-0. Mike's score is always right, not the board. I got to stop looking at the board. The scoreboard, that is. So 2 more for the Golden Hawks. Coach Sean Perry wants to go on his feet here, so see how this works out. 5-1 now. Mike is on the scoreboard. Is that correct? It is. Nice deep shot
2.
there.
No, not yet. Just holding the arm.
Yeah, good job holding that arm. So there's a 2. Awarded 7-1 now, and 1. Guess he's going to look for backs here for the major. With only 20 to go.
Back
It's
on
an extent. Oh, he's back on this deep claw. There's some backs.
There it is. There's the major.
And that's the major right there. And that's called hard work right there to get that. It's going to be 9-1 final, making it 16-6 in favor of the Golden Hawks.
That's an impressive freshman there, pal.
Yep. Got to give some credit to Hartman, though.
Yep. Did his job. Stayed off his back.
Now we have Lepore coming out for Springford. Jason Lepore comes in. He's only 3-9 on the season. He'll be going up against Nick Corbich. Corbich comes in at 28-9, our number 4 ranked wrestler at this weight class at 100, and down at 170.
Yep. Seen him. He's tough for sure.
Quick takedown by Corbich over Lepore.
Taking a neutral position.
Corbich, a state qualifier a year ago as well, did not place. And again, advantage to the Golden Hawks here in this matchup, Jonesy. I mean, we haven't really seen any, head-to-heads of real consequence other than Woolashin and Needles, in which Woolashin dominated Needles in that 14-4 major. And another takedown by Corbich.
Yeah, Jason's job to stay off his back here, I think.
Lepore, the brother of heavyweight wrestler for Springford a couple years ago. I believe he made it to States. Yeah, Lepore's backing out. That's not going to last long here with Marino reffing. Little double finish coming, steps over that back leg, looking for some more. Another takedown makes it 6-2, and he's looking for backs here, Jones.
Yeah.
They're relentless on this leg claw.
They got that. They do.
They get the Turk, and they go right to this claw.
Yeah. Yep. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Not much up there.
And a stick.
And a fall off that lift and Turk and claw, and it lights out 22-6. Council Rock South pouring it on right now.
Second and third time we've seen that move, Coach.
Yep.
Very effective.
If you're scouting anybody out there and you happen to be looking at Council Rock South right now, you better beware of that. So,
yep.
So here we have Joey Milano, sophomore for Springford, one of their big guns. Joey Milano, just one loss on his record, the number 2 guy in District 1, 29-1 record, wrestling Gianni Gilch Gilch, a returning state qualifier at 19 and 14, and him getting the states, nothing to take away from the kid last year, but the weight class that he got through was somewhat, you know, unabated for him to move on. And this is a different wrestler with Joey Milano. This is a different caliber that Gilch is going to see as he gets up to Hershey this year.
Springford needs to make its move in his next few weights. If they're going to be in this match, they got to make their move.
Yeah, I mean, and they are going to make their move. I mean, this is where Milano can kind of start them off a little bit. Maybe they can sneak a win or two out up top and kind of – they got to keep it close coming around to the bottom because at 106, 113, 120, 126, Council Rock South is just loaded. I mean, you have, Gavin Keeney can fill in anywhere. Kyle Waterman is our number 2 guy at 106 right now. You have Max Mendez, number 1 at 113, and Shane Hansen Ashworth at 120, the number 1 guy there. So you're right, Jonesy. They're going to need to win this match with bonus points, and they're going to have to win probably three out of the next 3.
I agree. We got an injury.
And I don't even understand math, and I know that. So
must have been the college you went to.
No, it was Upper Horsham math. Lebanon Valley College math. I dropped statistics. So I just pass-failed it, Jones. You don't even have to drop the class. You pass-fail. You pass. You get the credit. We were masters at that.
Yeah, I remember.
We had a lot of Lebanon Valley graduates on the headphones today. Mike, you got Dave Jones, myself, and Mark Hosel. Both or all 3 of us Lebanon Valley graduates. So I don't know what's going on there. Housel said they dropped wrestling, before when he got there that year, so he didn't get a chance to wrestle there. I know Chris Lloyd was there as well.
Yeah.
Gilch in big trouble here right now with Milano's tilt. I think Milano just let him come out of that. He's going to reload something. They are matched up well with size and, physique. Carbajal may be a little bit stronger than Eklund. Eklund may be a little bit slicker, so we'll see who the victor will be.
There's no doubt they both wrestle some stiff competition.
And as my partner in crime, Joe Youngblood, would say, we have some dancing bears.
It's not the prom. Let's go.
Got it. We drew a smile from Mike after our little. I don't know what you call that. We'll call it a collapse of the system, if you will. Not really sure where our breakdown was, but it was a communication breakdown. but computers aren't human beings.
Oh,
Eklund's in on a leg here on Carbajal. Carbajal gets his leg to the mat, though, gets his foot down. And
head outside, not letting him turn it over to a double.
Little frustration on Louis' face there, but nonetheless, Eklund, the aggressor.
Again, South with the counter wrestling.
Clock was a little late starting there, so Marino's going to blow the whistle on his mind clock there. So Carbajal goes down right away, 0-0 after one.
That's the crack clock worker over there from Hatboro.
Yeah, Jason Grimshaw getting paid to operate a clock, and clearly his mind's elsewhere as we talked off camera. So he did a good job, Jason and Alex Myers, at the District Duals round one at Hatboro Horsham. So
no doubt.
Again, when you have a state qualifier and a former assistant coach on the clock, I mean, it's better than most clock operators. But you did have Katie on the clock she's from the Chamois, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
hired guns here.
Yeah, I mean, we bring in the top score
some Council Rock
keepers and timekeepers you can get. Eklund again in on a leg, Dave, and Carbajal again counted. So 1-0 with Carbajal in the lead, and we saw a similar match last night, Mike, with O and J. So see what happens here. And again, Eklund, I'm sure every bout that he has, at 10-4, he's wrestling the best of the best. Day in and day out. We talk about the pack, dual meets day in and day out, how difficult they are and competitive. This Council Rock team, their dual meet schedule is light. They are a tournament team. They get their matches in tournaments, and it showed. I mean, I think they came in at 9-0 into these duels. This dual meet finals. Picked up, that win in the quarters and the semis, so they're 11-0 coming into this match, and everyone else is holding at least 20 duels almost. So interesting approach. And Carbajal two on the line, just scoots behind Eklund. Eklund keeps fighting, but it's too late. 2 on the board for Carbajal. That's a big 2 with 22 seconds left here in the second. Carbajal working an arm lever, trying to bar it up. Eklund comes up.
Yep.
And out they go. Marino brings them back to the center. Speaking of Lebanon Valley, we got Herb Hutchinson up in the stands.
Yeah, see that.
Another Lebanon Valley guy, not a graduate from the Valley. His son, Eric Hutchinson, wrestling now at York College, recovering from a knee injury. So Eklund's going to go neutral here. Interesting. He chooses neutral, 3-0. Final period here of this 195-pound bout in the District Dual Finals here in District 1. Sponsored by PAWrestling.com.
A little headbanging going on here.
Are we sponsoring the event, Mike? We're promoting it. That's for sure. So out they go. 21 seconds tick off the clock. So Eklund needs a takedown, Dave.
No doubt. But again, I think the strategy Brad has is hold your ground and get to the little guys.
Yep, absolutely. And he knows his lineup well, and he does have plenty of moves to make with this lineup. And I think that's what makes them superior in District 1. It sets them apart because they're not losing a whole lot when they make moves.
Carbajal trying to jack him up.
Like I said before, Kevin Keene or Kinney, we don't know how to say that one either. In the lineup, he can fill in if they choose to bump up guys. Ricchini in there as well. just makes them so solid down low, all the way up into their middle strength. There's actually no chink in their armor at all from 106 to about 170.
It's fun watching them wrestle too. Aggressive attack style. And you're probably right. They probably wrestle just like Brad did back in the day.
Yeah, even Eklund, for a big guy, wrestles like a little guy. I mean, he uses his quickness, always looking for angles, and that's a style that's tough to beat. Springford's going to need this victory and some bonus points in the next two just to keep it close. Eklund looking for his own takedown.
Nope.
They go out of bounds. 11 seconds to go.
Brad's giving Marino a little taste of the medicine.
Begging, maybe?
A little bit.
Marino smiling. 2 seconds to go. Carvajal's going to get out of here with a 3-0 win. So Louis Carvajal points on the board for Springford, makes it 22-13 now.
Yeah, but I think Eklund did a good job.
He did.
A very good job.
I believe this is freshman Dom Dietrich. I'm not sure. Mike's going to confirm if I'm correct. And I am absolutely wrong. It's Shaban Olexley.
It's James Albert.
Against James Albert. Albert to a quick takedown.
Got to run the bar. He's got to reinforce.
There's that Springford bar. We haven't seen many today. They work this parallel bar tilt better than anybody in District 1. And, Jeff Madden used to do that back in the day at Wissahickon. And really brought it down here, down south. And we've incorporated, parallel, bars, parallel legs now are very popular. Not only, interscholastically, but at the collegiate level, they're able to tilt it to both sides. And that makes it very appealing to the wrestler. And Coach Sizelove's the master of the bar. In case you didn't know, Coach Jones wrestled for Jeff Madden at Wissahickon back in the day.
Absolutely.
Leslie trying to get an escape here of his own. He comes right back down. Albert pulls him back down, digging that bar in deep. That's reinforced now.
Yep.
So he should be able to turn it. He's running out of time, though. It's kind of shifting into more of a wing. Nothing really there. Trying to tilt it, but just can't get the leverage he needs. This is a tall wrestler.
Yeah, Calvin's a tall drink of water, man.
Yeah, and Leslie. Alexi. Saying that wrong. Shocker.
You're doing good.
Springford chooses down.
Oh, he's coming up, Coach.
Kim Smith back in charge of this one as we alternate officials for each bout.
What year is the Council Rock wrestler?
He is a junior. And this is one of those wrestlers that Brad Sillen-Perry is the master of pulling guys out of the hallway and filling the weight class and giving them some moves. But now he's in big trouble here with this mixer. Albert looking to finish plenty of time, too. 1:30 on the clock. And Alesqui's in big trouble. And there's the fall. So Albert picks up 6. 22-19, tightens things up.
Yep.
So they're doing what they need to do right now. Now they send out Sean Brogan for the Rams. So Brogan comes out. Brogan, only a junior himself here, 15 and 15, going up against Dom Dietrich. So Dietrich bumps up here, the heavyweight, and Dietrich comes in at 4 and 17, wrestling the majority of the bouts up here at 285 for the Golden Hawks. So edge goes here to spring forward again, like we talked about. These upper weights are key for the Rams. Dietrich's got some busy hands right now, though, and so does Brogan. He returns a favor.
Dietrich going right at him.
Yeah, that's that style that we talked about earlier with this Council Rock team. They will get after it.
Yeah.
Like the stash, too, Jonesy. I remember that back in the day. Couldn't grow one of those if you paid me.
You probably still can't.
No. Little headbanging going on.
That's it. Love the heavyweights.
Dancing bears. Got to be careful in there. You don't want to get a headbutt and have a penalty point given to the other wrestler.
Pummeling in here. It's good. It's good little action.
Yeah, good hand fighting so far, but no angles to be seen out there. I mean, both guys coming straight in with the collar tie. And
oh, jeez. Now we're talking about banging.
Yeah, Brogan's picking up the pace now. So he's got a nice headlock, just so you know. Just throwing that out there.
There you go.
So a good first period by Dietrich, as seen by the bench clapping it up for their wrestler on the Golden Hawk side.
Doing what heavyweights do.
Yep.
Go 0-0.
Brogan right up. See if he can get clear. He does. Nope, not yet.
There it is. Get ready for some more dancing.
I think Brogan's going to look for this headlock now. I think he's felt a little confidence there earlier at the end of that first period with the collar ties. So let's see what he does.
You better lock it up because
you don't want to get rolled.
Dimitri's short.
Yeah, you don't want to get rolled. Oh.
Dimitri driving. It's one thing about those Hawks, man. They go straight forward.
Good little fake there. Got to follow that up with a real shot. Brogan looking for underhooks. You can't get him. He's kind of stuck with that, double overs. Again, heavy hands by Dom Dietrich.
Dietrich trying to snap him down. Oh.
Here's where Brogan's dangerous. Nope. Dietrich steps right out. Smart move.
Oh.
Great double. Great shot there by Brogan. Wow, surprised Dietrich with that shot. He surprised everybody watching.
Oh, now he's got to carry his weight. Heads up. Watch out. Oh, there's that.
Nice claw to a cross face. And
go
now he's looking for that butcher.
Yep. That's trouble. That's trouble.
Got to get out front with it. Now he's kind of
he's going
hooking
underneath.
it.
Yep, going underneath. Oh.
Big trouble here. Big trouble now. Yeah. 10 seconds left. There's the fall. So Brogan,
comes up
bam,
big.
25-22 now as we make the turn, coming back around to the lightweights. And
yeah, the heavyweights got it done.
Springford wrestling a much better match than they did in this earlier matchup versus the Golden Hawks. Lineup's a little bit different. We didn't see Chase Smith in this lineup for Springford, so not really sure what happened to him in the lineup, but that's another Springford matchup, that we didn't see that may have helped the Rams, up top. So not really sure. I don't know if we have any information why Smith is not in the lineup in this match. But Owen J. Roberts making a little push, 32-26 back behind us in the far corner. So good match going on behind us, good one in front of us.
It's like
a little blood time from the last match.
Heavyweights left a little.
So we got Kyle Waterman coming out for the Golden Hawks. Waterman, the number 2 ranked wrestler at 106. Here in District 1, 25-7. He's going to wrestle Dominic Ortlip.
Well, this is now where Springford's going to have to hold these guys at bay. This is where Rock takes off.
Yeah, so you got 4 bouts left. You have basically, like I said before, you have 3 of the top-ranked wrestlers in each weight class for Council Rock South. And Waterman goes to work right away with a quick takedown, just throws Ortlip right by. And Ortlip is a little bit undersized here. Waterman dropping down from 113 to 106, where we thought he would be in the postseason. So that remains to be seen.
He's working a cradle, coach.
Yeah, he's working that Volrath cradle, scooping that leg up, see if he kind of goes the double knee. There he goes, going to load it up. This could be big trouble for Ortlip right now. And this thing is tight. Plenty of time here for Waterman to make the adjustments to expose the back, and kind of loses the cradle there. So Ortlip dodges a bullet there. What weight are they at over there?
Waterman comes out front. Looking for the cement.
You got it. 38 to go. So Ortlip in trouble again here in the first period with Waterman, and this looks like big trouble.
Yep.
He's going to reload it.
He got it.
Yeah, it gets low on the waist. I like that.
That's it.
Oh, Kim Smith almost slapped the mat.
There it is.
There it is. 13 seconds left to go in the first, and Ortlip does not escape Waterman with the fall. So Council Rock South gets it right back to take the lead again, 28-25. Had a couple lead changes here so far in this match. And now we have a real good match here with Max Mendez coming out. And Mendez comes in here 24-6, wrestling Shane Reynolds. Reynolds at 24-6. So probably the best matchup we're going to see in this dual meet. Reynolds is letting it fly early. Mendez knows he's got to go now.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there.
This is number 1 against number 4 at this weight class here in District 1. Mendez has a tremendous resume.
Nice single.
Yeah, he's in on that leg
too.
Yeah, good work there by Mendez. Mendez with 127 wins in his career, only 46 losses. He has 46 losses and 127 wins, so a lot of matches under Mendez's belt. Made it to states last year as a regional champ, did not place, was the district champion as well.
Reynolds out for 1.
Physical, Shane. Stay square there. Watch your reshot.
Reynolds had a 6th place finish last year at regionals, coming up short for the trip to Hershey in the 5th place bout. Mendez back in on the legs. Nice double shot. Great counter by Reynolds. Still thinking about Chase Smith, why he wasn't in the lineup for Springford.
And
got a little funk going here. Both guys have a ankle secured.
all right.
Stalemate
Marino's
coming,
gap.
maybe. There it is.
is.
Potentially dangerous is the call.
That's good action. Good movement. These guys aren't afraid to throw it. That's for sure. Oh,
nice drag. Nice drag by Mendez. An unbelievable counter by Reynolds there to come back around on the knee at the buzzer.
Great. Reynolds going down.
Mendez uses his length here to cover Reynolds on top.
Get one, bud.
Shane's looking to pick up the hand control underneath.
Mendez trying to work that far arm. Nothing really there right now. Still digging. He's trying to put it out on his back. He does. So see what he does with this now. He's going to look for this tilt. He likes to come around and secure this arm and then tilt it.
Try to put the bar in.
Yeah. Reynolds really hipping into that initially to try and clear that arm. Mendez just keeping the heat on. Now he's got the bar in.
Trying to reinforce it. Looking for it underneath.
Trying to get that one-on-one. Got that bar in deep. Trying to come out with a big step. Nothing there. Resecures it. Trying to reinforce it. Really going against the grain there, though.
Yeah. Reynolds done a good job.
Yeah, he's got to readjust this. Got to keep it legal. Reynolds can't really move on the bottom at all, though.
A lot of effort being used by Shane down there.
Now Mendez tries to go back to putting it on his back, and Reynolds says, not this time. So it'll end like that, 2-1 now. Into the third we go. Mendez goes right down. See what kind of explosion he gets on the whistle. Reynolds is tough on top. He does get right to his feet with a quad stand-up.
That is.
Quick turn. And it's now 3-1 in Mendez's favor. Mendez is comfortable on his feet.
Mendez right after him. Not sitting back.
Now he's going to look for an opening and a good clean leg attack again. Trying to bait him to come in. Reynolds doing the smart thing and kind of circling rather than stepping forward.
He's going to have to push, though. He's going to have to make something happen here.
Yeah, he needs a takedown. Back to the line we go. I like the way Mendez clears hands. Reynolds showing his quickness there. with a shot. Mendez steps out of it.
Yeah, Mendez he's not wrestling to protect the lead.
Yep, he's wrestling the score.
Yep.
And what better defense than a good offense, Dave?
Absolutely. When you're number one, you can do that, I think. Shane's going to make his move.
Yep, we're down under 30 here to go on the clock. Mendez keeps the pressure on. Now he's going to let Megan come to him a little bit. Nope, he's back at it. Little outside shot.
Yep.
Trying to dig a leg out, can't get it. Reynolds steps out, and they're on the line, and Mendez will be happy to hang there. Hang there all day long. Good work by Mendez on the line.
Yeah, Reynolds not being aggressive at the end of the match.
Yeah, no sense of urgency there for him.
There's a new rule this year.
Yep, can't do that anymore. You can't get a caution with the hands in the face. You're going to get called on it, and there it is. So 4-1's your final. Max Mendez, 31 points now on the board. 6-point lead for South.
Interesting match. Don't know why he didn't turn it up a little bit at the end there.
Here comes Shane Hansen Ashworth out for South. Looks like we have Quinn Tobin out for Springford. So another good matchup here in this dual meet with Ashworth, the number 1 ranked wrestler, and Quinn Tobin ranked number 4 here at 120 pounds. And Ashworth is dangerous at 120 pounds.
There's no doubt. Again, aggressive style on his feet, attacking. Put Tobin on his haunches.
It's deep in on that leg. See if he can finish there on the line. He's got one, not the other. See if he can wrap him up. There it is. Kim Smith calls that as soon as he lasted that other leg. So takedown for Ashworth.
Let's see if he lets him up. Goes back to his feet. Yep.
He is going to cut him. Good call there, Coach. Clearly, that's going to be the strategy for Council Rock South here on their feet with Tobin and Shane Hansen Ashworth. Another resume on this Council Rock South Golden Hawk team. He qualified for states a year ago, did not place, was the regional runner-up and the district champion.
Nice sweeping shot.
Yeah, nothing there. Tobin kind of stepped out and spun and got cleared, so good work there by Tobin on the defense, but Ashworth keeps the pressure on as they approach the line. Under 30 to go here in the first.
Ashworth's got a score here.
Stalling call now.
Trying to dig out that Russian.
Called on Quinn Tobin. Hansen Ashworth chooses down. He's right up. Hand fighting, trying to get clear. He does. Tobin just lets him go. Nice snap down there. Hansen Ashworth just hanging out there.
Council Rock very sound on their defense. they're not getting scored on very often.
No, they're not giving up takedowns. Another leg attack by Hanson Ashworth. Gets in deep this time. See if he can get a lift. Out on the edge.
There it is.
Yep. And Hanson Ashworth just turns the corner there and cracks him down for 2. And, you know, that's just your typical drill session right there, Dave.
Yeah,
he's going to go right back to his speed with a minute to go here, halfway through this match. And
Tobin hasn't generated any offense whatsoever. Another 2. I'm just going to
go to work here, catch and release.
Yeah, little takedown tournament. There's a dump. There it is.
Catches that arm.
To the back. It's a 5-pointer right there. Steps over.
Ooh, right to the half.
He's in trouble.
Yeah, Tobin's in big trouble here.
There it is. Oh, nice.
Trying to fight his way out.
Very nice.
Does.
Got to respect that. All right. Let's see if we can get the quick one here. Ashworth back down again. And a 1.
Hanson Ashworth now with a major decision almost in his back pocket, so he's going to look for some more here.
Another dump. Going for the 2. There's. That's it. Hold 3.
Yeah, there's the tech ball. He likes it. That'll seal the deal for Council Rock South, as they will win the 3-peat here in District 1 with 1 bout to go. Looks like Ricchini coming out. So Braden Ricchini out for the Golden Hawks.
Workmanlike style.
And Gus Carfagno for the Rams.
Just another day at the office for Council Rock.
It appears so.
There we go. More of the same.
So if you're taking a look at these state brackets, AAA, looks like Archbishop Ryan will be the opponent for Boyertown on Monday. Not sure if that's as a neutral site or Ryan will host, but looks like it is at Archbishop Ryan. And then for our other team at the 3 slot, Owen J will be going to Cumberland Valley. So Cumberland Valley will be the opponent for Owen J Roberts after their victory over Boyertown.
Braden just rolling the score up here, Coach.
Springford going in to see Cathedral Prep, which we already talked about, and then Council Rock comes in on top against Hazleton as our number one against District 2's number one. So that's what your bracket looks like for our team. So we've got that out of the way, Mike. Now,
Mixer.
Ricchini kind of finishing this match off in style with a tight finish. Plenty of time with 30 seconds to go, and he's just going to freeze it here and let Carafagno kind of put himself to sleep. Now he's pressing a little bit, trying to step over with boots.
Lifting ahead.
15 to go. Carafagno may get out of here. Headlock finish. There it is.
1 second.
There's the fall. So 42-25 is your final. And that'll do it here from Upper Dublin High School. We'll do a little recap. Finish here with a couple of the coaches. We'll probably talk to Brad Sillen-Perry, and we'll talk to the head coach from Faith Christian as well. And we'll be back.